Well, this is week 6, day 6 of the 8-week program. Today I'm doing my heavy deadlift day. What that consists of is just starting off with 4 sets of 3, 400-pound deadlift, and then after that I'm going to jump into the rest of my arm day. Also today I'm going to be launching my Skool Community, so I'm going to drop a link for that in the description of this video, and then I'll have a link in my bio on my YouTube homepage as well. What this Skool Community is based around is essentially 40-year-old plus men. All are welcome, but it's geared towards 40-year-old plus men, because that's what I am, that have either never worked out in their life or it's been a while and they're looking to get back into it. It's totally free. The 31-day challenge, which I just mostly completed back in March, is going to be where you want to start if you've never worked out before, and that's just 31 straight days of workouts every single day to help start that healthy habit. Again, that part is completely free. The link's going to be in the description to this video as well as my bio. Please come join the community. I'm going to be holding Friday meetings, basically weekly. Once this thing starts getting going, probably start that at the end of June. And in that, I'm just going to do a bunch of Q&A, answer questions that you may have, issues, figure out barriers that are keeping you from getting to the gym or getting a workout in your garage, wherever it is you have accessibility to lift weights or run or whatever it is you want to do to get back in shape. I hope you figure that out, and we'll get rolling, and hopefully all get working out together and really build a pretty strong community. Again, link will be in the description or in the bio, and then we're going to do a long video today on my heavy deadlift / arm day. Just starting with the bar here, and then I'll come back as we get closer to the top sets. Well, we made it to our working sets today, being 400 pounds. Did a quick set of 2 at 385 before loading up the weight for the 400-pound deadlift. For deadlifts, the type of grip I like to use is the reverse grip. First, I'll back up a little bit. So if you've seen any of my videos, I've talked ad nauseum about how much the stiff bar makes it more difficult to deadlift. Still holds true. That being said, I feel a little bit weaker right now than I was a few weeks ago when I was living in San Diego, a couple months ago now. I got up to deadlifting 425 for a set of 5, almost no problem. So I'm not there right now. These 4 sets of 3 are probably going to kick my butt a little bit. Getting back into the grip though, I do the reverse grip. Something you want to watch out for is the reverse grip is the grip known most for bicep tears, and it's just the way that that bicep is flexed when you have all this load that you're hanging onto. That being said, just be safe and careful about it. Big cue for that is just keeping your arms nice and straight. Once you start bending your arms, all that extra stress is going onto your arm as if you're trying to curl 400 pounds, and that's when you tend to tear the biceps. So if you've got good, solid deadlift form, you should be able to avoid that. Not all, injuries aren't always 100% avoidable, but that's just a good way to mitigate not tearing a bicep when using this grip. There's other grips you could use. You could use the hook grip. That one feels as if your thumbs are going to rip off and takes a little bit of practice. And then the double overhand grip. That one takes tremendous grip strength. And then if you really don't care about your grip strength and you're just trying to get a stronger back, lower body with the deadlifts, then you can start using the straps. I've just never been a huge strap fan. It always seems to mess up my grip. But you're going to join me for this first attempt at 4 sets of 3 deadlifts, and we'll see how we're doing this morning and if we're able to get all 3 reps knocked out here. All right, 3 more sets. All right, so I'm getting ready to get into the final set of my 4 sets of deadlift, 400 pounds. First 3 sets were a little rough, kind of a heavier weight for me right now, but that's how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be progressively overloading every week, and it gets harder and harder and harder. If it doesn't get harder, then we're just going to not progress at all, and we'll be stuck at where we're at. My hope is eventually to get back up to 460, 470 on the deadlift. That's not going to happen after this 8-week block, especially with this bar that I keep referencing. I want you to pay close attention when I do this last set here at the bend in the bar, and then go find a video where you're looking at like a Texas deadlift bar or even a Ohio deadlift bar. You'll see much more flex as the weight is coming up off the ground. And that what's happening there is your body's just got to be ready to pull all this weight up off the ground at one time, rather than easing into it like you'd get with a lot more flex in the bar. Ideally, what this would do would help me with that explosiveness off the floor when I do get a more flexible bar. My hope is to eventually get a Texas deadlift bar, and it should feel easier doing these weights, but we'll see how that transfers whenever I reach into my pockets and pull out the money to buy that bar. Last set here, nerves are racking a little bit, as I was hoping it would feel a little bit lighter the first 3 sets, and it didn't. So we're just going to concentrate and knock out the final set. That one actually felt the best of the 4. We'll take it. Now we're moving into arms. So taking a sigh of relief after the deadlifts are complete. So I'm now moving into incline dumbbell curls. For those of you that end up joining my Skool membership and downloading my 8-week program and following through with it, you'll notice this kind of differs a little bit from what it says to do on your typical Saturday. I have deficit deadlifts in there next, and then I think pretty much that's it for Saturdays. However, a big part of showing up to the gym every day is doing stuff you enjoy. I do deficits on Thursday on my back day, so a bit repetitive there. I decided that I like to get a little bit more arms in, something that I enjoy, so something that keeps me coming back. So I do that on my Saturdays, either my Saturdays or Sundays, depending on how the weekend plays out. And I do a little bit of biceps on Friday as well. That's kind of where I have it written in, but I like to get a little bit of extra work here on Saturdays. I start off with these incline dumbbell curls. So what's great about these is they really help you elongate that muscle in the eccentric, and then allow you to just completely activate that response in the concentric. I do 3 sets of 12 for this, and this workout is something that's really going to make your bicep kind of stand out. So this is working that bicep brachii, which is deep underneath the anterior of your arm there, and helps you get those big bulging biceps. So we're doing 3 sets of 10 with 30 pounders. All right, moving along. I'll come back for some tricep workouts. Doing dumbbell skull crushers next. These are kind of new to my fitness repertoire here, I guess. I say kind of new. I mean, I just started doing them last Saturday or Sunday, whatever I last did this big arm day. And I enjoyed them. So I don't remember if I did 25s or 30s last week, but again, I'm new to these, so I don't quite have my form down with them yet. Dog out there barking in the background, which I don't mind at all, as long as I get to enjoy this beautiful garage workout setup I have here. But what the dumbbells do is just allow you to concentrate a little bit more on your triceps, whereas using a barbell, yes, mostly triceps there, but you're probably putting a little bit more delts and even some traps into it. Dumbbells take those out a little bit more. I mean, I'm sure you still get some of it. You're activating whatever you need to get the weight up. But this helps me concentrate, gets a little bit more of a pump in the triceps, and then I like them overall. I also do standing barbell skull crushers, so that's why I take the barbell out of it here. And the reason I do the standing barbell variant is because Again, that helps you just kind of stabilize your core. You're working your balance while you're also standing up and working hypertrophy on the muscles. So moving into 3 sets of 10 of this, we'll see how the 30s feel. It may go down after this set if needed. Sorry about the popping. Felt good. We'll probably stick with 30s. And then after this, we'll be moving into some hammer curls, which I will see you for next. All right, doing 3 sets of 10 hammer curls next. Again, another great concentrated bicep workout here. And go ahead and knock out the first set. All right, 2 more sets of that, and then we'll be knocking out our last workout. So this is my last workout of today, standing overhead dumbbell tricep extensions, doing 3 sets of 10. Again, another good concentration exercise. Standing allows you to kind of put a little bit more of your body into it, so I only have an option between a 25 and a 30-pound dumbbell right now. 25 is maybe on the heavier end of this exercise, at least for me right now, but because I'm standing, throw some sway into it if needed. If it ends up feeling light and good, I may bump up to 30s for the last set, but we'll see. All right, now even though I'm a righty, my left arm tends to be stronger than my right arm, so this will actually probably be easier than those first 10. 10 more. Dale's getting attacked by a fly. All right, so for the last set, we're gonna jump up to 30 pounds, and we'll just see how many reps I can get with that. But I got 1 more set of 25, and then I'll come back for that last set of 30 pounds, and we'll finish up the video there. Well, like I said, I was gonna do the last set with 30s if everything felt good on the first 2 sets, which they did. Probably won't get 10 reps, at least not with my right arm, but we'll give it a go, see what we get. A lot of cheating at the end there. That, like I said, that's my weaker arm. So, see how the left arm feels? All right, well, that's a wrap on Saturday morning's workout. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see some more of these workout videos. I post shorts every day, and then the longer videos I'm getting back into, gonna post at least weekly, maybe bi-weekly. And then also, please feel free to click the link in the subscription or in the description and join my totally free Skool community. I say totally free if you want to upgrade to this specific workout where we go through the 8 weeks together. That has a price tag attached to it, but the 31-day challenge is free. Participating in the community, free. And you know, we can work together, accomplish goals, and get in better shape. All right, hope you enjoyed.